Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. We are going to be looking at Africa and Antarctica today, and we're going to be answering the question, what is happening in these two texts? So we went through and we noticed things, we wondered, and now we're going to do our second little look through them, and we're going to be finding some main topics and key details. So first, let's remind ourselves, what is our essential question? And remember, our essential question is going to take several weeks to answer. So we're going to be referring to that a lot. So our essential question says, what makes the world fascinating? And if something is fascinating, that means it's really interesting and we want to learn more about it. Last week, our focusing question was, what interesting things can people do in Europe and Asia? And we saw many different places that people could visit, lots of cool things. This week, we're looking at what interesting natural features can people see in Africa and Antarctica. So a natural feature is something that is within the land, that was not made by people. So a natural feature might be a waterfall or a river or a mountain. Those are all natural features because they were not created by people. They're in the land. So today we're going to look at what is happening, and we're actually going to focus on main ideas and key details in these texts. So we're going to start with Antarctica, and we're actually going to turn to this page right here, page 8 and 9, and let's find the heading on this page. So where is the heading? So the heading on this page is at the top. Just like our heads are at the top of our bodies, the heading is at the top of the page. And remember, headings tell you the topic and they help you to know what that part of the book is going to be about. So the heading right here says, People of Antarctica. So we know that for the next couple pages, we are going to hear about the people of Antarctica. So what I want you to do is listen for some of those key details that you might hear. So the heading at the top will often be the same as the main topic because they both explain what the section of the text is going to be about. So let's read. People of Antarctica. Few people live in Antarctica. Remember, few means just a very small amount. Most are scientists who come to study the continent. So let's think, who did they say lives in Antarctica on this page? On this page, they told us that scientists come to study in Antarctica. So our main topic is going to be people of Antarctica, and that first key detail that we just learned are that scientists come to study. Visitors also come to watch seals and other amazing animals. So, second key detail on this page about who comes? Visitors come. And why? To see cool animals. Adventurers ski in Antarctica. Some ski to the South Pole. It's one of the coldest places on Earth. So, what key detail did we just learn on this page? We just learned that that adventurers come to ski. So, now something that I like to do to figure out my main topic and my key details is to use my body. So our main topic, we're going to touch our head when we're talking about our main topic because it's our heading, it's at the top, it starts up here. So our main topic for that section was what? Let's go back and look at our heading. Our main topic was people of Antarctica. So now we're going to pretend that one of our key details is one of our arms. So one of our key details was that scientists live in Antarctica so that they can do research. So this is my one detail. And then that next page told us that visitors come. So this arm is going to be visitors coming. That's another detail. And then you can't see my one leg, but I'm shaking my one leg because that's another detail that I learned because adventurers ski in Antarctica. So that was my main idea and my 3 key details that I learned from that section. Let's try again with that by looking at the next section. So the next section says amazing animals. That's what the heading is. So that's my main topic for this section. So I'm going to put my hand on my head. So when we find a key detail, we can shake our arm. Antarctica is famous for its penguins. Rockhoppers live by the rocky shore. Ooh, there's a good detail that there's lots of penguins. Killer whales swim in the icy water. They hunt for fish to eat. All right, there's another key detail about the animals that live there. Okay, so that one had 2 key details for that main topic. Let's look at our Africa book and let's go and see if we can do the same thing with one of the sections. All right, let's use the animal section for Africa. It says amazing animals. Africa is famous for its wild animals. Gorillas live in the forest. All right, so what do you think is the main topic? Remember, to find the main topic, we can look at the heading. That's often telling us what the main topic is. So the main topic, what this section is about, is amazing animals. And they already gave us 1 key detail because they taught us about gorillas. Zebras, giraffes, and lions live in the savannah. All right, so we just learned about 3 additional animals: zebras, lions, and giraffes. So another key detail. All right, what we're going to do today for writing is we're going to look at our question that says, which animal from the amazing animals section would you most like to see? Why? So that's our question. So we're going to talk about the amazing animals in Africa section. And you need to pick which animal you would most like to see. Okay, so our details, we had our gorilla, zebras, giraffes, and lions. So you have 4 choices: zebras, giraffes, lions, or gorillas. Which animal would you most like to see? So to write that, if we're doing opinion writing, you're going to start by restating the question. Remember, you can't just write gorillas because that is not telling your reader what you're talking about. So you need to write, I would like to see. I would like to see, and then that's where you pick and you put what animal you would most like to see. So we talked last week in our opinion writing about how important it is to answer the prompt. So if you write that you want to see flamingos, that was not one of our 4 choices that was in our book. So you need to pick one of those 4 choices that were in our book so you can answer the prompt. So I would like to see, maybe you'll put lions, okay? Then you need to write that word because, and you need to give a reason. Good writers give a reason for their opinion. So if you decide that you most want to see a lion, then you need to tell me why. You need to say because, maybe you'll say they have a big mane, lots of fur. Maybe you'll say because they are very fast. Think of a reason of why you like that animal. And saying I would want to see a lion because I like lions, that doesn't really tell me any new information. So tell me why you want to see a lion instead of those other animals. So that is your job for today, is to create some opinion writing about what kind of animal you would most like to see in Africa. All right, I look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. We're going to look at these 2 books one more time, and we're going to look at the pictures and figure out how the pictures are helping us to figure out what the words mean in the text. All right, I will see everybody tomorrow. Get started on that writing.